Fine, sir.
Okay, we thank God. Yes. I saw your message in the morning. I was actually traveling, so I just got to my destination. So I decided to set up and get back to you. So
Oh,
today we
okay,
won't
sir.
spend much time. I'll be with you briefly and leave you.
Okay, sir.
Uh, yes. Well, I would have wanted us to postpone it, but since I did not tell you earlier, uh, we'll do about 30 minutes and ask you to go and do it yourself. I hope that is fine.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
so
sir.
kindly inform your colleagues to join. I think we
Okay,
are
sir.
only 15 here, 15 or 14. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
Good
All right.
afternoon, sir.
All right. I hope everyone is fine.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Thank God. Um, like I said earlier, I'm going to be with you in a fair just 30 minutes and leave you to do the rest. When I'm not here doesn't mean we are not doing anything. We have everything on the model, and I'll try as much as possible to walk you through. In the same way, I expect you guys also to um, familiarize yourself by going through. If there's anything that bothering your understanding, you just bring it up for discussion. Is there anything like that, or that we have done previously? If something like that, just let me know in the next 5 minutes. For the past 4 weeks, all that we have done, is there something that I should know of? Andre, has anything of a sort come to your notice or your attention?
No, sir.
What about the other colleague, your rep, a deputy rep? What's her name again? Is she with us?
Yes, sir.
Oh, how are you? Forgive me.
Joy. Magda.
Um, uh, Martha, right?
No, Magdalene.
Madeline. Oh, okay. That is fine. Has anything of a sort come to your attention
No,
that
please.
something bothering them in relation to what we have done so far? Everything is fine.
Yes, please.
Okay. On that note, I'll use this opportunity to ask you what we did last week. Can any of you volunteer to summarize what we did last week? Nobody remembers. Wow. Well, I should start mentioning names. Should I? Are you guys there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does anyone here remember what we did last week?
ethical
Sir,
and
please.
social issues on information system.
Okay, Jonathan, yes. What did you make out of that? Thank you very much for making an attempt. What did we talk about? What did we say ethic meant? What did we also say the issues surrounding it were? And so on and so forth.
The We're talking about how the how not to abuse others' personal information. I think that's what me I got out of it. Now, not to abuse.
Did you get
Uh,
the understanding of ethics?
say, I don't. Yes, yes,
You did. So you understanding. Don't just use the words in the slides or in the book for that matter. I've given you a textbook and slides as well. So please make use of them. You can't just let the whole week pass by you and you don't understand anything. Okay? Because we are building on
yes,
something.
sir.
That is why I always make sure we reflect on what we did previously before we begin the new chapter. I hope that makes sense to you.
Yes, sir.
So if you are finding it difficult to understand what ethics mean, it will equally be difficult for you to apply them in certain areas. I hope that makes sense to you as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. So yes, who else can help us understand what ethics mean and their issues surrounding ethics? Michael,
Yes, sir.
yes, let's
Please,
hear
yeah,
you.
last week we learned about ethics, and we learned that ethics are principles of right and wrong which guide behavior, human behavior. And we went
Mm-hmm.
forward to study about some social issues associated with ethics, ethical issues. And we made mention of
Mm-hmm.
killing of innovation and breach of intellectual property or something. Yeah, we made mention of intellectual property. Yeah, that
Okay, okay.
yeah, ethical issues raises issues of breach of intellectual property. Yes, and we also made mention of accountability and algorithm bias due to the automation or automate continuous application of AIs in automating decision makings. They can sometimes make biased decisions which would lead to outcomes which are harmful. And in those instances, they will not know who to make accountable of. Yes. And we made mention of some three about the PAPA, privacy, property rights,
Mm-hmm.
access,
Mm-hmm.
and privacy, property rights, access, and I think one thing I don't really remember that one. Yeah, but on
Yeah,
equal access.
those acronyms, yeah, PAPA, Papa.
Yeah, Papa. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Mm.
Yeah,
All right.
please.
So
Yeah.
you go and refer. Thank you very much. Good attempt. I'm most grateful. Who else? You can lower your hand.
Okay.
Roland, my namesake, Boateng.
Sir,
Yes. Can you share with us what you made out of our discussions last week?
we talk about ethics, and you said it
Yeah.
about the good, the ethics is a good or bad thing
Mm.
that goes on the internet. And
Okay. Good. Is that all what you heard?
you said one must know what is good and what is bad, and and the consequences about it, so that you know if he or she is doing the right thing or the bad thing.
Mm, mm.
Concerning the IS.
All right, that's good attempt. Thank you very much, Roland. Yes, I want a lady to talk. Magdalene, sorry, your name just came to mind. So if you can share with us what you also um, gathered.
Actually, last week I wasn't in class.
That is no excuse. Oh. Do you have access to the documents?
Yeah, but I'm yet to cover it.
Please try, okay?
Okay.
All right, then. You must follow whatever you do, whether in or out. That is the essence of this transit. Make sure we provide you with the necessary materials. So for whatever reasons you're unable to be with us here, you should be able to do things on your own. And again, if there's something that is bothering your understanding, you bring it up for discussion. Who knows? Your colleagues can also share their experiences with us. I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Thank you. Sewa, can you say something to us? Erica, can you hear me? Please unmute yourself and talk back to me. Erica, can you hear me? Or you are not part of us? If you're not part of us, just let me know. I'll take you off. Maybe accidentally you find yourself here. But if you are part of us, let's feel you, your presence. Yeah, Ellen,
Yeah,
go
Ellen,
ahead.
go ahead. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sir, please, I also heard about hacking, gaining unauthorized access to computer systems, networks,
Okay,
and data.
okay.
Okay.
I'm getting
I'm
feedback
getting
for some
feedback
reason.
for
I
some
don't
reason.
know.
I don't know.
Are you using two
Are you using two
devices?
devices? No, please.
Somebody
Two
is
devices.
here.
Somebody is there.
Yes, I'm getting
Yes, I'm
feedback.
getting feedback. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Uh,
okay, unmute yourself.
okay,
Let
I'll
me mute yourself and let
mute
me check
yourself and let me
something.
check something.
Hello? So the feedback is coming from you, Ellen. So check, eh? I don't know if you are using multiple devices, just um mute one of the mics. Thank you. You can
Thank you. You
unmute.
can unmute.
Ah,
Yes,
I'm
I'm
still getting the
using
feedback.
earpiece. Maybe that is the reason.
Sorry?
Sir, please, is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay, so I was talking about hacking
Mm-hmm.
and ethical hacking. And I said hacking is gaining unauthorized access to computer systems, networks, and data, while ethical hacking is the authorized practice of testing systems to find and fix security vulnerabilities.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Thank you. You guys are doing well. I'm back to Sewa. Is Sewa still here? I just want to know if she's in sync with what we are doing. So are you with us, Erica? Let me know if you don't want to answer my question or share it. Let me know you are with us. Just let me hear your voice. Ellen, you can lower your hand. Thank you. Erica, can you hear me? Andre, do you know her for?
Yes, sir.
So why is she quiet? Can you find out from her why?
Okay, sir.
Someone has joined with the name Zoom user. Please, let's deal with real human beings with all due respect, okay? I don't know you register with a school with such name, Zoom user. That I don't think there's anybody by that name. So change it to your name. Subsequent meetings, you have to add your index numbers as well, or student numbers. Who is a Zoom user? If you don't change it, I'll take you off. All right. Who was that?
It was me, please.
Who is me?
Lamte Godsend, please.
Oh, Godsend, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir, please.
Please always check. Because let's consider this session as, projecting your image in a physical environment. So if you are naked, your nakedness will show to the public. You understand?
Yes, sir, please.
So in the same way, you have to brand yourself well so that we can address you properly. Nobody knows if you're a chief or a king somewhere, I can equally address you properly. But if you portray as Zoom user, it becomes some way. What do you think?
That's true, please. Thank you.
All right. On that note, I think you can also share something with us. What did you learn or make from last week encounter?
Sir, please. Unfortunately, I couldn't also join the session last weekend, please.
But do you have access to the materials?
Yes, please, sir.
Please make use of them, eh? I don't want to hear that excuse again. Otherwise, you are also making my work very difficult and useless, so to speak. It's a very Herculean task to prepare these things and put them on the LMS. And if you don't use it, it's for your sake. So if you don't make good use of them, forget about you joining the Zoom. For whatever reasons you're unable to join, whether physical presence or online, please make use of that because a whole week and you're saying you didn't join, then you didn't do anything afterwards. It breaks my heart. Okay, don't do that to me, all of you.
Yes, please.
All right. So in a nutshell, I deduce from what others have shared that you understood what ethical issues as far as IS is concerned. And today, briefly, I want us to also look at the infrastructure and its emerging technologies. Okay? And of course, I always say as students, you can't just come to class and say you didn't learn anything. Of course, there must be some objectives to be met. And one of them happens to be what actually is the IT infrastructure? What are the stages and drivers of IT infrastructure evolution? It began from somewhere, and it has taken us to where we are. We are now, and obviously, it will take us through the next few years, if God permits, and we are still alive. We'll see some things happening. Okay, by the end of this session again, you should be able to ask yourself, what are the components of IT infrastructure? What are the current trends in computer hardware and platforms? What are the current computer software platforms and trends? What are the challenges of managing IT infrastructure and management solutions? In every session, you also ask yourself, doing this, what career path I'm going to chart? Okay. And then I ask you questions. As students, as you are you familiar with any of the trends in hardware or software platforms? I'm just asking this question. Write it down. Are you familiar with any of the trends in hardware or software platforms? Do you see the iPhone, iPad, for instance, as a device, a computing platform, or just a telephone? They might be familiar with not they, you might be familiar with some of the development such as Facebook platform, a set of other service tools and what they provide. Okay. So what do you see iPhone or iPad, for instance? Do you see them as a device or what? Or some toy somewhere? How do you see them? Any answers? How do you see them? Because I asked about the service platform and all that. Of course, defining IT infrastructure is a set of physical devices and software required to operate an enterprise. Talking of enterprise, a wide organization globally and having software accessible to many, irrespective of where you are. It has so many flavors that you can use. It can be HR, it can be finance, it can be accounting, it can be customer relationship management, supply chain, you name them. Okay. Set of firm-wide services, including computing platforms, providing computing services, physical facilities management services, IT management, education, and other services. Service platform perspective, more accurate view of value of investment. So we are talking about services that IT infrastructure can provide. And the service platform simply is a perspective referred to analyzing the actual service enabled by new technology wait time for information. Okay. If you have a new PC, instead of doing things manually, you'll be better off using that machine to solve problem within an hour instead of taking the whole day doing the job. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Good. So these and many more that we are trying to yeah. And as you can see, the connection between the firm, IT infrastructure, and business capabilities. A business must have its strategy. Within the business, the IT section must also have a strategy. Okay, in terms of information technology, all the IT services and the infrastructure, and you provide services to your customers, your suppliers, or the enterprise-wide where you sit to work. Okay, so the service a firm is capable of providing to its customers, suppliers, employees are direct functions of its IT and infrastructure. Ideally, the infrastructure should support the firm's business and information system strategy. I mean, that is all we are talking about. New information technologies have a powerful impact on business and IT strategy, as well as the services that can be provided to customers. So it's the same way as students. You consider university as a firm that you guys are assessing services from, and one of the services that as students you can get from the institution university as a firm is one of the staff or me being as a faculty member leading the discussion will explain things to you for you to understand. Okay. Those are the services. Also, some of the services will be teaching. Am I preaching better? It
Yes,
can
sir.
be also the
Yes, sir.
research area, and of course, I must test you to see all the long talk that I'm giving you is making sense. If it doesn't make sense, I should make sure it makes sense, or whatever means. Okay, so how do I achieve that? By way of examining you or assessing you, so to speak. Okay, so the point of this whole thing is to illustrate centrality of IT infrastructure and services to the achievement of firm success. Ultimately, what a firm delivers to customers, its quality, is a direct function of the power of its infrastructure. So basically, that is what we are talking about. An evolution of IT infrastructure, general purpose mainframe, and mini computer era. It began from 1959 to present, personal computers era 1981 to present, client server era 1983 to present, enterprise computing 1982 to present, cloud and mobile computing 2000 to present. So following the trends or the evolution of IT infrastructure where mainframe or mini computer era 1959, we can have, where we met in your class, mainframe computer can fit that room, and you see one person is manning it, a whole room. Yeah, computer filling as big as that room in those days. Then it evolved somewhere in the 80s. We had personal computer, me and you, everybody can have, and you can also imagine the size of it. Okay? Then come to client server era, it's 83 to present, where you can have one machine, but you can access it. The server sitting somewhere, and you can access some of the facilities or functions it provide. Are you following? The same way, so many people can subscribe, to it and access the services, just as we do. If you don't want to host your server in-house or physical presence, you can subscribe to services other entities are providing. Then we move to enterprise computing. The enterprise, big organizations, for instance, banks, insurance companies, Amazons. Are you following all these things? Real estate. They have so many branches everywhere. Okay. And they have all these customer relationship, finance, banking, students, um, management information systems, all these things, library management systems. Example of it is an academia, one of the softwares, ERP. Okay. There's another one, PeopleSoft. There are so many of them. Okay, Tally, you the accounting firm. I'm just making examples for you. If you not come across of these are many examples that I can cite. Then in the millennia up to date, you also have cloud and mobile computing, where you may decide to have a small device in your palm and be doing so many things with it with the help of internet, because we are talking about clouds. Okay, you save everything there. You don't need to save them on your physical device. And you must also pay because it's a service that somebody is providing you. Okay, you need internet to access some of these things. You save, and when it is needed, you also retrieve. And some of the services cloud computing provides is email. You all do emailing. You can also do chatting. Facebook helps us to do that as well. Okay, you can collaboration among yourself as students. If you are having a group discussion, you can work together. Okay, Microsoft helps us to do that. There are so many of them, and not Microsoft alone. I'm not biased here. Google too has its own, so you can share with people. Maybe subsequently, I might share something. I'll provide you with a link, and you go and download it instead of you sending it to you directly. And I'll give you time. If you don't go and download it, I'll close it. Yeah, I want us to try our hands on some of these basic things. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I just want you to be familiar with some of the concepts and all that. Okay, as I explained to you, mainframe computers, this concept, has a very, very, very big size with much larger memory capacity and all that. And it could fit in your class size, as big as class size. That's how computer was at the time. And nowadays, computer is just, like your retina, something small. You can do something with it. All right. So some of the examples you can see here, mainframe stages of it. Personal computers, everybody's had one. I mean, you see how that mainframe computer was, you see how big it was. And everybody was, accessing it. Big. See, now. Client server, the server is set somewhere and everybody is, connecting to it. And then enterprise, yeah. You have this enterprise server. Of course, you need the internet to get the access. And different network groups connecting to, because it's an enterprise-wide. It doesn't matter where you are. Once that service is available and you find a need, you must subscribe to it and get the access to suit your need. That's what we are talking about. And of course, cloud computing and mobile computing, you need all these, the same, similar to that of enterprise. You have your internet, you must subscribe to it. It can be, use your small device like your phone and so many other devices. Okay, all that you need, the hardware, software, and the services that they provide. There are so many services that they provide. So depending on the need that you want, you subscribe to it. And we also do have multi-tier client-server network. Okay, multi-tier client, internet, web server applications, so many server, database server, so many of them. Okay, then depending on your need, what your need is, you also go for it. Okay, and there are some technicalities around it. So drivers of infrastructure evolution began with Moore's law and microprocessing power. Computing power doubles every 2 years. Nanotechnology. You see, when we say computing power doubles every year, remember, how many of you are familiar with networking? IT network or computer network, how many of you are familiar with that? Please be honest and sincere. If you don't know to, let's move on. I need to get your understanding because I use some certain terms. I'm sure all of you, in one way or the other, is using one device in any form. It can be a laptop, smartphone, desktop, right? That is connecting to internet. Can I get yes?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have you asked yourself, have you thought of this? How do you get connected to this? By way of sending message to a different user, and equally the person or the other user can also respond and you get a feedback. Have you asked yourself all these questions?
Yes, sir.
What were the answers you got? Can you share with us?
Yes, sir. So if I have I'm using a laptop and maybe I have two laptops. The example I want to give is maybe I have two laptops and maybe I was on a business distance and I took one. And in case something pop up and I needed some information from the other one, I can use a virtual machine and connect to the other laptop at home and get the information I want.
Are you an IT professional?
No, sir.
Okay, so you took us to your advanced level. That is fine. My question was very basic, that once admitted you have device that is connected to internet and you are able to send and receive message. You ask yourself, this is the question, how does it happen behind the scenes? Now, let's use this as an example. You own a house, right? If you don't even know, if you don't own a house, you come from homes, isn't it? And where you live in a room. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And in that home, every room has a door. Am I also right?
Sir, you're
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, that door has a lock or a key, which is unique. If your door key is able to open the other door, there is a problem. Do you also agree?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So it's no more unique. If your key can open somebody's door, then it's not unique anymore. Okay? Unique in the sense that it must be identified differently. Nobody else can use it. It's you and only you. Okay? What we are saying is that every device that you use has an address. We call it IP address, Internet Protocol address. Okay? And it is unique. One machine cannot have the same address. If anything of sort happens, then there's a problem. If your IP address is the same as somebody's IP, there's a problem. And don't get me wrong, it comes in the form of octet. Octet means 4, right? Dot 1, dot 2, dot like that. Each of the dot has its own binomials. It's very, 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 very technical. Maybe, I don't know if I'll meet you. It will take time. If you are doing proper networking, I'll walk you through. So we call it IP address. Okay, this IP address, we have what is it called? The system for it. Versions. Okay, IP version 4 that we all know that comes with the form of octet, and we have IP version 6, which is also hexadecimal. Okay, the version 4 is just 2 raised to the power what? 8. And what will you get? You get about 500 and what? Hey, those who didn't you guys read elective mass?
No.
We did.
You didn't
We did.
do?
We
No,
Ah,
did.
sir.
2 raised to the power 8 will give you what? Hmm. Yeah.
Sir, 256.
256. Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, prove it.
Oh, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times.
So if you are convinced, I just want you to be sure. So, and you said it will give us
2,
you
5,
said it will give us what?
256.
No, 256, good. Now, that is true. It will give us 256, but because of the protocol, the protocol means that there's a approved way of doing things. It is used to address specific devices. So one network can have 256, depending on something that you can use to check is the IP or network mask. Dot 5, dot 5, dot 5, dot 5, dot 5, 255, 255, dot 255, 255, dot 255, dot 0 will tell you the class of network. We have class A, class B, and class C. Okay, so this 256 really will tell you it is in the class C. Okay, it is in the class C. And I don't want to, bore you with these technicalities so much. We haven't gotten there at the appropriate time. When the time comes, you get to know about this proper networking and how IP address are assigned. So each network can give you from these 256 that you are talking about. And the protocol is said that we reserve the first one for research purpose and the last one. So technically, you can only have 200 and what? 54 nodes or machines within that network to use. Am I making some sense? Based on that protocol that we are saying, the first octet, you don't use it, and the last one. So you don't use the two. But in between, you can have. So if you are using 256 nodes and you are taking two out of it, how many will remain? Isn't it 254?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that is how it is protocol. You are saying it is for research purposes. So, so every network we assume, and you can even use more or have more depending on the class of network that you are using. And you can only check that with what we call IP or mask or network mask. So you can note it down and maybe later you find out and research into it and read more about network mask. Okay. Any questions at this point?
No, sir.
I remember I told you you're going to have only 30 minutes. I think I have exceeded. So typically, IP network mask is or subnet mask is a number that defines which portion of an IP address referred to the network and which part refers to the host device. So it's the same thing that I'm telling you. So you can have an address like, I don't know if you normally check that with your device. It has the IP address, maybe for example, 192.168.1. Maybe 0. Have you come across that?
Yes, sir.
And it has a subnet mask 255.255.255.0. It tells you your network is class C. If you have all preceding 255, 255, 255, then .0 is class C. But in the case that you have 255.255.0.0, it means you have class B. And if you have 255.0.0.0, it means you have class A. Are you seeing the difference?
Yes, sir.
So what will make somebody use even that class? Normally we use the class C because you don't have to get all these. Now what happens is that the internet service providers, they will give you what we call a public IP. And if you are a good entity, you must have professionals, IT professionals with that background that can also create a local network within your organization. That if you acquire these public IPs, you can also have multiple local IPs within it. Because normally you don't need to have plenty public IPs because you have to pay. But if you're able to segment it and have local IPs, you can use so many within. But the public IP will help you to get outside your network and also receive information from the outside world. That's the essence. Do you get the drift?
Yes, sir.
Now, coming back to the Moore law and microprocessing power, I was using that one as an example. They are saying computing power doubles every 2 years. What they are saying, population grows, and they may come, people will be using plenty machines. Just a minute. Mommy, challenge me, I'm from. Why be challenge I'm from? Sorry, guys. Population will grow, therefore the need for IP addressing will also increase, right? Then with that mindset, the designers or developers also thought it wise to increase the IP. So they moved from IP version 4 that you notice 19 2.168. Whatever. Now they moved from that IP version 4 to IP version 6. That will give you 2 raised to the power 16. That is hexadecimal in multiples of what we are having now. And if you check your machine, okay, I'll show you an example, okay? That can include more users. And if you notice new devices that they are manufacturing, it comes with both IP version 4 format and at the same time IP version 6. Now, I'm pausing here and show you an example. So at your own convenience, you can also check. Do you still have access to my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm just demonstrating something to you. CMD.
Hello, sir.
Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I created CMD. Now I just want to show you something.
Hello, sir. Sir,
Yes.
there's a message in the chat box. Someone is asking a message.
Oh, I'm demonstrating something. Can the person wait? Because I'll move from there. Please, can you wait? Let me finish. See, I explained this. David, can you hear me?
I hear you.
So I explained this. Maybe you were not. Did you just join?
No, sir. No, sir.
I said you were not paying attention.
No,
When I
I sent
used.
I sent the text like not just now, but I sent it long time.
So did you get the explanation I gave?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I had not seen this, and I used that scenario where if your dog key can open somebody's door, it means there's a problem.
Yeah.
There must be a unique address for each of the devices. Okay, but you can have the same IP address format. What will define it is the network mask or IP mask. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So if the mask is different, it means they are not the same. They are coming from different. So that will define that.
Okay, sir.
And that kind of happen within your network if they have LAN or right? If they have LAN, you know what LAN means?
Yeah, local area network.
Good. So you have your public IPs, 2 of them. One that is assigned to the organization, that is gateway, and that one is going out. Okay, but within it, you can do reconfiguration for having that facility. Now, I wanted to show you this. Guys, the rest of you do understand his question, and
Yes,
I'm
please.
happy he brought this thing up. I didn't see the question earlier. Thank you. So, though I had already explained that. Okay, so I want to show you IP config. Do you see all these nyama things? Do you see it on my screen?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
making sense to
Technology
you?
drivers.
Do they make sense to you? They don't. CMD again. Oh, now IP config.
Oh no, sir, we just see I think the presentation, the
Like-
technology drive, the PDF.
Yeah.
You don't see the command?
No,
sir.
we don't see the PDF.
No.
Too bad. Then let me share my screen. Please, you guys don't take any video of my listening. You guys like doing that a lot. You are smiling. You end up taking screenshot of mine. Okay. Kofi, what is funny? Shame on you. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, you see what actually happened? Because of what I was doing, I did IP release and renew. So all the addresses that I was using, they all went bad. And it was giving me new IP addresses. Did you notice that? It took effect from my device. That is why I went off.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
sir.
You, can you see? You can see my screen now, can you?
No,
You
sir.
can't.
Now you can see it, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So yes. So the demonstration was that it's giving IP release and renew. Now, release means if you are not able to if you connect your machine to any network and the IP is not coming, you can just do what I did and it will be assigned. If all things being equal, it can give you an IP or can assign you. If it's not coming, you can also do renew for some reason, maybe for security reasons, you have been using a particular IP address for long. Though the protocol, you can set it such that maybe every 1 month or 2 weeks, if you assign you new one. Okay? All right. So that is why I did that. Go away. What is this? So basically, that is it. So I wanted to show you, come on, annotate. If you want to see, annotate, pointer. Do you see my pointer?
Yes.
Hello?
We
Yes,
can
sir.
see
I
it.
see it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. Do you see my pointer?
Yes.
Okay. So I was trying to show. So see, this is how IP version 6 is. See, this is how it is. Unlike 192.168.1.0 or anything of a sort. Okay, so the thinking is that the developers or researchers thought that a day may come and many users will also come up, population will grow, and they will be needing more IPs. But I doubt we can exhaust all the IPs in the world. I don't think so. We can exhaust that. But that's their thinking. They are expanding. Of course, they think ahead. They make life so beautiful. Okay, so basically that's about it. Yeah. If you have any question, you can ask me. Wow. Okay, those who belong to the old school, you see the 172, 1 dot something something, 168, all those 190, that kind of IP format. In addition to this one, you see also the IP version 6 as well. All right. So I'll pause here. If you have any questions, please ask me. All right. Do you have any questions? And please don't let the discussion end here. Continue. Like I told you, I'm out of town. I landed not long ago, and as the duty calls, I have to be with you and check up on you how things are going. So it's for that reason I'm here, and I will leave you to also continue the discussions from here. If you don't have any questions, with your kind permission, I'll end the discussion for today, and you continue from there. Andrew, thank you very much for sending me the group list.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully next week, I'll give you some project work to embark on quickly so that I can
Okay.
also assess you on that basis. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. In absence of any further questions, I'll end it here. And please, I always say, take care of yourself, be safe, stay out of trouble, and please pay more attention to your books because that is the most important thing for now. In the next 4 years, you'll be done. And go and chill. If you want to continue or further your education, you can come back for the degree and subsequently doing your master's. And who knows, you'll be doing PhD as well. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll end the discussions here and see you sometime to come. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.